Hey guys, what's up? What's up? It's me, Shon-Jhon, aka the Middleman CEO. Welcome to the channel. If you are new, please consider hitting subscribe, smashing a thumbs up, as well as the notification bell. That way, every time I drop some fire new content, you'll be the first to know. And for everyone who's coming back, thank you for coming back to the channel. That means I'm at least giving you one thing that makes sense to you that you can implement, and hopefully you can use it to change your life. So for everyone who was in the live training last night, we nailed it. I'm talking about, this is probably the best one I've ever done. There was like questions, comments. Everybody was trying to get some questions answered. Everybody was pumping in their comments. The chat box was flooded with questions and comments, and I had a blast. And so if you guys missed it, you missed out on an opportunity to learn how to start a business from your phone. And I call it the middleman business, which is what I teach, which is what the channel is named after. And you guys, I'm telling you, you had an opportunity. But for everybody who was there, hey, they were blessed. It was amazing. I was blessed. If you missed it, that sucks. But if you want to get an invite to the next one, free live training where I teach you what I do and how I went from 77,000 to on pace to do 350,000 this year, starting my business working from home, then write the word middleman in the comments. You can get an invite, and if we have room, we'll let you in. We had to cut people off last night. It was just too many people. But if we have room, we'll let you guys in. Get there early, and then I'll teach you what I know. And but let's get to it. Now is the time, because I've been seeing this a lot, and it breaks my heart. In 2017, a lot of you guys know my story. I was homeless, like not sleeping on somebody's sofa, I wish. Not living in somebody's spare room, I wish. But literally outside looking up at the sky, sleeping in my truck for 2 months. Then the police took that because I didn't have insurance. I didn't have the correct paperwork, because I had pretty much lost everything, lost my job. And I ended up homeless. So the question is, how did I get homeless? What led me into being homeless? You know what? The biggest thing that led me into being homeless was the fact, and a lot of you are gonna get trippy about this, but I'm telling you it's a fact, because you're gonna say, oh, you were homeless because you didn't have a savings account. Now, keep in mind, most people don't make enough money to put a significant amount of money into a savings account. Most people in America, if I'm not mistaken, 80% of America makes less than $40,000 a year. Now, with everything going up around you, including your rent, including the gas, including utilities, $40,000 a month, a year is pretty much poverty. You could even say 50. If you find people who are making 50 and 60, they're probably struggling. Because the truth is, the money, first of all, the gross, which is the 40K, it's not real. You only get to spend the net, which is about the 30K. So all of a sudden you're down 10 grand because of taxes. They tax you beforehand. Now they tell you they want to help you, but they tax you, they take money out, they take their cuts out before you even get paid. Isn't that funny that the government's like, we want to help you, and then, well, if you really want to help me, let me keep my net. Let me keep my gross. But they won't. They'll take it out and leave you with the net. I always say the gross is toast. It's just a lie. The net is what you get. And I wasn't homeless because I didn't have a savings, right? So having a savings account would have been helpful. I'll say that, absolutely. Anytime you can have something you can go and draw from, it helps you. But that wasn't the main reason that I was homeless. And I know a lot of you were going to jump on that and say, if you'd have had a savings, I don't like dead money. I don't like parking money in bank accounts that don't pay me anything to put it in there. To me, that's dead money. Now, that's why I always say, if you want to have a savings account, there's nothing wrong with a savings account. Just don't pile up absurd amounts of money into the savings account. I feel like if you got about a month's worth of bills, that's all you need. You'll recover in a month. If it takes you longer than a month to find a job or to hustle, you're not even trying. And that's fact. You're not trying. It should not take you that long. There are plenty of things you could do. You have a cell phone, a smartphone. You can make money today. You can go to Craigslist and start arbitraging stuff. You can go to Facebook free, what's it called? The free Facebook page where people are like, I don't even want to sell it, just come get it, giving items away. You can go over there, capture the pictures, go back to another platform like OfferUp or Craigslist and post it for sale and have them to pay you, and then send them the address so they can go pick up the material. There's no reason you shouldn't be making money. You can borrow your neighbor on your right side's lawnmower and then cut your neighbor on your left side's grass and make $50. There's no reason for you to pile up money. As long as you can hustle, there's no reason for you to stack 10, 20, 30. I had somebody comment on here and they were like, I got 500 grand in the bank. And I was like, wow, imagine that, $500,000 of dead money. Really 490,000, because sure, you could keep 10. But you're not going to have an emergency or a rainy day that's going to cost you $10,000 right the same day. It just doesn't happen. Think about it. When was the last time you had to spend $5,000 on an emergency? $4,000, $3,000, $2,000, right? And so again, there's nothing wrong with I'm not against having a savings. I'm against focusing on savings only. So every time you make extra money, you save it. Every time you get paid extra, you save it. Every time you save some money on spending something, you save it. You save it. Now you're just making the banks rich and you're going broker, because you're not making any money by parking the money in the bank, right? It'd be different if the money was going into an investment that paid you. All right, that would make sense. But if you're just saving to be saving, that's stupid, right? That's going to keep you poor. You got a saver's mindset, and they're out there printing money by the trillions of dollars, killing your dollar, and you still save it, right? So my advice to you is to, hey, stop saving money, stop focusing on that, go put your money into a business or some type of asset that'll pay you back. Instead of living off earned income like the poor and the middle class do, live off cash flow like the rich do. That's why my video, The Rich Don't Work for Money, was so controversial. They're not out there working and saving money. I said the rich don't save money. I apologize. They're not out there saving money. They're investing every penny they got. They're trying to go broke as soon as possible. You give them $1,000, they're trying to flip that $1,000. Hey, what can I put this into to make another $1,000? Whereas you give the poor and the middle class $1,000, they're going, what can I buy? What can I save? Right? And that's the wrong way to look at it. You're never going to create financial freedom if your focus is on saving. You're not going to save your way to being rich. You're not going to save your way to retirement. It's just not going to happen. The government is working against you by printing money. You got to understand that. So, but I was homeless because of what? Because my focus was on savings and I had only one source of income. And that's why I pound this into the ground, guys. You cannot afford to keep your job, right? You cannot afford to only go to work. You can't afford it. You're going to run out of time, and you're not going to have the time and the energy to build something for yourself, because you're going to sell all your time and energy to the job. They're going to use it up, give you back at the end of your life, and you could have whatever life is left you, and whatever energy is left in you, and whatever time is left, and you're beaten up and battered. You made them rich. They moved on, replaced you, and here you are 20, 30, 40 years later, and now you're struggling because you can't make any more money. Now you're greeting people at Walmart, which is nothing wrong against that. I would do it if I had to. But I'm just saying, I'd rather wave to people at the beach. I'd rather greet people at the beach. So, but that's just a difference in mindset. But again, guys, not here to beat you up, here to wake you up. Right? So, but I'm telling you, if you focus on savings, or if you focus on having one source of income, you're going to put yourself in financial bondage. My recommendation, don't be in financial bondage. Put yourself in a position where your money can make money and take care of you. You can live off of earned income, or you can live off cash flow. I'd rather live off cash flow because that's freedom. I was homeless because I focused on savings, because I bought things that I thought were assets that were liabilities, and I was homeless because I had no other sources of income except my job. And when I lost that source of income, because you got to understand, the job is the most important thing that'll make you homeless. Because if you lose your job, there is no savings. There is no extra money. There is no income. There's nothing. So you can't afford to have your job as your only source of income. So please don't let that happen. I got to go, guys. My day's getting started. I told you I do whatever I want to do with my day. I don't make $1 million a year. I'm not a guy you would say that's just like a millionaire. We do have a good bit of money, which I'm thankful for. We're on pace to do $350,000 this year with my middleman business. By the way, I get this question a lot. Can you do a middleman business anywhere? You don't have to do it in the place you live, because the business is done on your phone. So I live here in Dallas, Texas, but I have a cleaning service in Jacksonville, Florida. So I have a move-in service here. I don't move. I have a cleaning service in Jacksonville. I don't do cleanings. And I have we just launched our website design business here in Dallas, and I do not do website design. I have no idea how to do it. But I know people that do cleanings. I know people that do moving. I know people that do website design. And because they do it, I know they need customers. So I use my phone to promote my business and say, hey, reach out to me. It's as simple as handing a person your business card and say, hey, if you ever need a quote for lawn care, somebody come and do your yard, give me a call or text. And they contact you, you quote them, you take a deposit, and then you send the work to your other guy. Hey, got a customer for you, be here on this day at this time, bye. And it's done. It's that easy. And if you think it's hard, it's not. Think about companies like Uber. Uber does this all the time. They don't own cars. They don't own the drivers. All they do is connect them. Airbnb doesn't own the home. They don't own the person looking to rent the home. They just connect them. So why not do what the big boys do, right? If you can make an extra $50, $60, or $100,000 a year, because it's very doable. I have students now that are making anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 in their first month. Not bad. And my first year, without even knowing what I was doing, I made $77,000. So I still got it in the Stripe account. Not the money in the Stripe account, the numbers. Stripe, which is one of my favorite merchant accounts. Stripe keeps up with all that. If you guys have Stripe, you know what I'm talking about. And they'll let you know. So, but anyway, guys, if you want to get into the next training, write middleman in the comments below. But listen, don't end up homeless. It ain't fun. Secure yourself now. There is no job security. You are your own security. So make sure you go out and protect yourself. I'll see you guys on the next video. Hit thumbs up if this gave you any value. If you have any questions or comments, drop it. And by the way, I'd love to know where you guys are watching from. Drop your city and state. See you on the next video. Peace.